So as you can see behind me, we have a NeatBar Gen 2 mounted on this monitor. We're actually using the VESA compatible mounting option for that so that we can mount it below the screen. You'll notice that when you mount it below the screen, you're actually turning it upside down. There's an accelerometer inside that makes sure that the camera image is oriented properly. So that's how you want to mount it underneath a monitor. So I've got my NeatPad right here, and now I'm going to power it up, and when I do, it's going to take me through a setup wizard that I'll show you. So now I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to plug my Ethernet cable in. I'm actually using the power injector that I showed you before is included in the package. So we're going to actually use Wi-Fi to get network to both the NeatBar and NeatPad. All right, and here we are powering up. Let's go through the on-screen setup wizard here on NeatPad. So very simply, first thing you do, just select your language. We'll do English, continue. And now you're gonna choose your setup, right? Are you setting up a NeatBar, Bar Pro, etc.? We're gonna set up a NeatBar. So I'm gonna select that, continue. And now you have a mounting guide. Now I've already mounted my NeatBar, but if you hadn't yet, you can actually go through and choose, like if you want to mount it to the wall, if you want to mount it below the monitor, etc. And then as you go through the guide, you can actually see an on-screen menu where it shows you all the components you're gonna need. You just simply walk through and you see all you have to do to get it set up. So really, really functional and gives you all the information you need. And let's go to Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna choose one of my Wi-Fi networks. I'm gonna choose NeatFrame right here. So let's use that. And then I just go in and put in that Wi-Fi password. NeatPad is going to join to the Wi-Fi. And there we go. So now we've got internet connection, and I'm gonna hit continue. I just choose my time zone, and I am in California, so let me find that, Los Angeles, that'll work just fine. That's my time right now. I'll hit continue. What the pad is doing is it's looking on the network and it is trying to find NeatBars that are also on the network. Because our NeatBar is not on the network currently, it's going to set up a local Wi-Fi connection to the NeatBar so that it can pair. And when it finds it, it will display that NeatBar serial number on the screen. So all I have to do is check to see if that serial number matches the one up on the screen, and it sure does. It ends with a 0095. Those match, so I'm just gonna select that device. You have to select the device because in certain situations, maybe you're setting up several rooms, it might actually send several devices at the same time, so you wanna make sure you're selecting the right one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue, and the two devices are now gonna pair together. There we go, that's the noise we wanna hear. So now the devices are paired, I'm gonna hit continue. And what's happening now is the device sent the Wi-Fi credentials to the bar so it can connect to the network as well. We want to enroll this in NeatPulse. We'll talk about NeatPulse a little bit more later, but NeatPulse is Neat's device management platform. We're gonna skip this right now, but when you're deploying your Neat devices, always register this to NeatPulse and you'll get all the great functionality that you have there. All right. You get to choose whether you want to opt in or not to share device analytics with Neat. We always very much appreciate it when you do this. There's no personal identifying information there. We just want to understand in an anonymized way how our users are using the devices so we can make them better for you. So I'm going to opt into that. Now we give you a prompt to actually check your camera angle so you can actually see on screen what the camera's showing, and you can adjust it for the room and the shot you want to have of the room. Continue. Now we get to choose our platform. So if you are a Microsoft Teams customer, you can set this up as a Microsoft Teams Rooms device, or if you're a Zoom customer, you can set it up as a Zoom room. I'm gonna go ahead and choose Zoom here and hit continue. Now what you're gonna see is we're actually going to install the Zoom Rooms software. So we're just gonna reach out to the cloud really quickly, download that software to make sure we have the latest supported version, and then as soon as that's done, we're gonna start up in Zoom Room mode. We're all set. So I go ahead and launch Zoom Rooms, and after just a moment, you're gonna see the Zoom sign-in screen pop up. It'll flash the pairing code for just a second, but it will automatically pair. And now we're ready to go. So now all you have to do is sign in with a Zoom Room account license, or even sign in with a personal Zoom account, and you're ready to start making calls. It's just as easy as that.